Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to go over Lost Box. It is a deck that I promised myself I would never go over in the history of this channel. Why? Because I hated it when it was at its peak, when it was at its prime, when literally every other person was playing this deck. I hated it. Now that it's rotating, I am kind of sad to see it leave, because it hasn't had the greatest ending to its career. Regidrago and Kyurem kind of killed this deck very late in its lifetime, and thanks, Regidrago. This actually could have been one of the greatest decks of all time until you showed up.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. Not at all.
Comfey, with its flower selecting ability. Once per turn, if the Pokemon is in the active slot, you can look at the top two cards of your deck. Put one in your hand, put one in the Lost Zone. And the Lost Zone is very important to this deck. And you would think to yourself, well, I only get one card and one has to go to the Lost Zone. I'll never see it again. Yes, that is kind of a downside, but you're seeing two cards, and it is draw support. I like this. I like this ability. Honestly, I've seen other cards and other decks use this as a draw engine all on its own, so it can't be that bad. We do run the Cramorant, and it is such a good early attacker. Lost Provisions. If there are 4 or more cards in your Lost Zone, you have no energy cost to your attacks. Just ignore them. With its Spit Innocently attack, normally for water colorless, but most of the time for free, does 110, but this Pokemon's attack isn't affected by weakness, so even into like a Charmander or say an Entei, we're not getting the double damage, but that's okay. We're really more or less worried about being able to take out tiny little Pokemon like Charmanders, which 110 kills anyway. The last Lost Zone attacker, Lost Box attacker, is going to be Sableye. This is your late game attacker. Because of its attack Lost Mind, for 1 Psychic Energy, if you have 10 or more in your Lost Zone, so it is a late game attacker, you can put 12 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon however you like. Doesn't matter whether they're benched, doesn't matter if it's active, just put 12 damage counters down, and you can spread a lot of damage with this. And with, you know, your Night Stretchers and with your ability to get a bunch of stuff back with your Super Rods, well, you're going to be able to see this more than once, and it's a pretty good attacker. We do run the Pikachu with its Resolute Heart ability. If it's at full health and would be knocked out, it's not. Leave it with 10 HP. Super good. And its attack, Topaz Bolt, Grass, Lightning, and Steel, or Metal. 300 damage, discard 3 energy attached. So you're probably going to get rid of things, but we don't mind energy being in the discard pile because we run a ton of Super Rods, we run a ton of energy recovery. It being in the discard pile really isn't a big deal. Iron Hands, amp you very much. 2 prize cards. If Iron Hands EX, amp you very much is the attack. 2 prize cards. Iron Hands EX, amp you very much, super good. If you kill the Pokemon with this attack, you're going to take an extra prize card. Super good. We love this thing.
I didn't think you had it in you.
Bloodmoon Ursaluna, backup attacker, late game attacker, really good. Being able to attack for 240 and only needing 1 or 2 energy on this thing is pretty darn good. We've got the Iron Bundle. Iron Bundle with its Hyper Blower ability. You can...
Stop acting like an ignoramus.
Iron Bundle, super good. It's gusting. Hyper Blower. If this Pokemon is on the bench, discard it. Your opponent then has to switch one of his Pokemon to the active. He gets to pick which one it is, but it's actually really good because we can potentially make them make a choice where either A, they mess up, or B, they have something in the active they don't want in the active. So we could be, you know, messing with them a little bit. And lastly, Radiant Greninja, it's also rotating. Very sad that it's rotating. Conceal cards, ditch an energy from your hand, draw 2, it's draw support, and we can potentially be using its attack. Moonlight Shuriken, Water colorless, 90 to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. This is really good. I'm going to miss this card when it leaves. Our supporters are pretty limited, but very, very powerful for what this deck needs. We've got the Colress's Experiment. If you don't know, you look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Put 3 of those in your hand, put the other 2 in the Lost Zone. And since we want cards in the Lost Zone, this is very important to us. We do run the Roxanne, super good as well. If your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards remaining, both players shuffle their hands into their deck. You draw 6. Your opponent draws 2. Disruption is fantastic in this. And the 1 boss. Bring up the bench to their active. I would like to see more than 1, but hey, what do I know? I've only been playing for a while. Our ace pack for the day is going to be the Prime Catcher. It is also a gusting effect. It is also basically a boss. But if you bring up one of their Pokemon to the active, you can switch, or excuse me, you have to switch one of your bench Pokemon to the active as well. And this could actually spell a lot of good things for us. We could bring up the Pokemon that we want to kill, bring up a Comfey, put more in the Lost Zone, then retreat it and do our whole turn, and then go ahead and just switch, Iron Hands it, knock it out, 2 prize cards. The deck has a bunch of items, so Badoo can hurt us. I'm not going to lie. Badoo does really hurt us a lot. Mirage Gate, though, as an item, what can I say? It's fantastic. You do have to have 7 in the Lost Zone, but that's actually pretty easy to do on turn 2, or at least by turn 2. If you have 7 in the Lost Zone, you can search your deck for 2 energy of different types and attach them to your Pokemon however you like. So, say water in hand, search your deck for a water and a grass energy, put them all onto Radiant Greninja, and then knock out 2 Pokemon, 2 prizes, boom, bang, boom. We're happy with this. And that's pretty much the deck list. I am sad to see this go because it was, at its peak, one of the best decks to ever be in the game, period. At least from where I stand. It had me so annoyed. I never wanted to see this deck be dropped, and there were a couple times, especially on PTCG Live, where I would just see it be played and I'd just quit for the day and go do something else. Go touch grass. Anyway, that's the deck list. Let's go ahead and get into it and see how we do. And now we are going to go into the one deck I said I'd never play in my entire life, and I'm going to play it because it is rotating, and I'm going to be, I'll admit, I'm going to be really happy when this rotates. We're going to play some Lost Box. I know this should make Spencer very happy to see the one person who championed getting rid of these cards finally playing Lost Box. Okay, rolling heads. Lost Box, we want to go first. We want as many turns as we can with our Comfeys. That's important. Ugh. Yuck. I guess we're just gonna go with Pikachu here, and we'll see what we get. This is rough. This is not good. This is an ugly hand for Lost Box. Okay, well, we can deal with this. Buddy-Buddy, we're gonna go get our 2 Comfeys. Heavy Ball, sure, we'll get Iron Bundle. That doesn't hurt us. And with that, we'll go ahead and end our turn. That is a trash start to this. To those of you who are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you guys dropping your eyes down on me. Hopefully the music is alright. If you would, please like, share, comment, subscribe. It would help the channel a lot. We are sitting at, I think, 259. We might be at 260, but last time I checked, we were at 259. So I'd really appreciate you guys if you guys help me out and try to help me get monetized as fast as possible. Okay, we are doing a Dreepy, so this is not great. I really, really hate that. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, we'll take those. That's fine. We can go ahead and Rescue Board here, Cramorant down. We can then go ahead and retreat into the Comfey. Comfey, let's go ahead and Flower Selecting. Yeah, we'll take the other Comfey. That's fine. Get rid of that Buddy-Buddy. We will switch into the Comfey. And Nest Ball or PokéStop? I would rather PokéStop. PokéStop down. PokéStop. Okay, so we've got 4. That's not bad. We can do here is drop that. We can then switch into the Cramorant. We can Iron Bundle here. And I think we're pretty happy with Spit Innocently here. Getting rid of them Dreepies. One card, and we'll go. Another Pokéstop. Okay. We should be okay. We do have we do have Super Rods to start getting some of these energy back. Okay, a Buddy-Buddy, that's going to be what? Another Dreepy. Okay, so we definitely target that Dreepy with the Prime Catcher. Like, we definitely target that Dreepy with the Prime Catcher. I don't think this Cramorant is dying, so we're going to use Cramorant again. Okay, so we've got more Dreepy down. Okay. I still think we target Dreepy, though. Counter Catcher into what? A Comfey? Okay, is that Pikachu? That's fine. Okay, and it is our turn. Okay, here we go. Another switch down. I don't mind dropping this. And let's go ahead and Pokégear here. We do get the Colress Experiment. Let's do it. Colress Experiment down. I think that's fine. We can then go ahead and retreat into a Comfey. Flower selecting. I'll take the Mirage Gate. We can then switch into a Comfey. And flower selecting. Let's take our Super Rod. We can then drop that there. We can then let's PokéStop here. So Buddy-Buddy allows us to go in and look at what we have. Okay, we do have the metal, and we do have the grass, so we should be okay. Okay. What we'll do here with Iron Hands, we'll drop this. We'll go ahead and Super Rod here. Iron Bundle's not bad, actually. We can do that. We can Mirage Gate here. I would like to do this and this. We can attach those to this. We can then Mirage Gate again. Do this and this. We'll attach those there. Let's... Actually, yeah, we'll just Switch Cart here into the Iron Hands. I think that's fine. And then we can go ahead and amp you very much. And take a 3-prize knockout. Okay, so we're going to be pretty happy with this, actually. As long as Iron Hands doesn't get knocked out, we should be okay. That could hurt us. There's a Dracloak. Okay, hang on. He doesn't have everything yet. But we do have Prime Catcher. Okay, no, we still have it. Even if this Iron Hand goes down, we still have it. Because we have Prime Catcher, and then we can Pikachu into the Pheasantipity and take the knockout. We just Super Rod off of this Iron Hands. Or hell, we just... Because we still have the Cramorant, we can just bring up the Duskull and we're fine. That was, I think that was a misplay on his part. We're just going to bring up one of the Comfey's Prime Catcher and bring up that Duskull and kill it. We'll just do that. Done and done. Easy peasy. We like that. And we get the heads. We go first here. Yes, you possibly could, like we did last time, get the Cram turn 1, but I'd rather have one extra turn to potentially get... yeah, we definitely do this. to get more cards into the Lost Zone. That's my thought process. Holy crap. Okay. Well, this could be bad. What do we have against Terra Pokemon that we could use? Now, Regigigas could have helped us in this. Getting a text, sorry about that. I'm a terrible YouTuber. Okay, let's get this underway. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a Cram here. And I don't mind the Rescue Board here. We can go ahead and retreat into Comfey. And let's go ahead and flower selecting here. Shit.
What's your profanity?
We don't take Iron Hands. It's a 2-card liability. We then go ahead and drop ourselves a Radiant Greninja. Get the Pal Pad and a Super Rod. Let's see here. We can do... What can we do? What can we do with a drunken sailor? What can we do? I don't want to... Okay, do we have another Comfey? We don't. I think we need to do that. I think we need another Comfey here. And I think we go ahead and end our turn. We only have one in the Lost Zone, which is not great, but we have a chance to do more. Okay, a Great Ball down. So this is more along the lines of the League Battle deck, I think. So we might be okay. I think this is the League Battle deck. So we might be okay. Okay, another PokéStop. Okay, let's go ahead and flower selecting here. Switch. Unfortunately, we got to get rid of those. Okay, so we got to switch here. We'll switch into another Comfey, and we'll flower selecting. Ooh, Mirage Gate for sure. Let's PokéStop. Okay, so we got some stuff here. We've got 3 cards in our Lost Zone, so we could attach, retreat, Cram, Lost Vacuum, we have to get rid of some stuff here, don't we? Let's get rid of our Pal Pad right now. No, let's get rid of... Yes, let's get rid of it. We want the Roxanne in this matchup because it puts the Zards in Sableye range. If you... Okay, okay. That's something I didn't think about, but yes. That's actually... Thank you, Spencer. We can Night Stretcher here for this one. And then I say we conceal the cards here. Okay, we can do this. This should be fine. Let's go ahead and spit innocently and take out this Charmander before it gets to be an issue.
Oh! Somebody! Oh! He needs some milk!
Hey, we like that guy. We're currently, what, 5? We're sitting at 5. Okay. 5, 6, 7. So we got our Mirage Gate going 2. The Iron Hands is trash in this, right, Spencer? In this matchup, the Iron Hands is trash? Yes, we take the Switch card. Okay. We then go ahead and switch into a Comfey. Comfey is a flower selecting. Shit. How many do we have in here? 1. We have 1 in... We need 2 for Greninja. Go back. We take the water energy here. If I'm not mistaken. We take the water energy here. We then go ahead and conceal cards. The water energy. We can then attach Super Rod, Mirage Gate, Water, Psychic. All of this onto Greninja here. We then Switch Cart, and we Moonlight Shuriken. Yeah, I saw the win condition. For some reason I thought Greninja was in our deck and not on our bench. For Guardian Pult matchups. Okay, so hands is for Guardian Pult, Dragapult, and then you said Pikachu puts Charizard in range. And then you said, okay. I'm tracking. I think I got this. We'll drop this there. We'll drop this there. We'll drop this. We'll throw 2 Comfey down. We want to get going. Let's go ahead and get the PokéStop. Hey, I'll take those. That's... let's go ahead and drop another 1. I don't really care, but the 1 is fine. Let's go ahead and retreat into a Comfey. Comfey, we're going to start our flower selecting. Nest Ball is good here. Nest Ball, very good here. Nest Ball drop, we'll get ourselves... Oh, wait. Do we get Greninja here? Do we... Yeah, we get Greninja here. We don't know what we're playing, so more cards equals better. Comfey down. Flower selecting again. We need the Psychic Energy just in case for the Sableye. And then we can go ahead and conceal cards here. Get rid of grass. Okay. Heavy ball drop. What do we have? Prize, 1 experiment prize. The rest is actually pretty decent, honestly. Roxanne can stay there until they get down to 3. Okay, this is actually not a bad setup for our prize cards. Write that down! Write that down! We'll go ahead and switch card again into another Comfey. We'll flower selecting here. Sableye's not bad. We only run the 1, so I think we need to keep it. And then we can go ahead and... I think we end our turn here. It looks like we are playing against a Pult of some kind. Usually Dragapult is the only place I can see a Lance being used. So we need to figure that out. Currently have 3... Yes. See, that's what I was thinking. Dragapult. So 3 in there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with this Comfey. So, yeah. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 potentially. We'll see what happens. This needs to be taken care of immediately. Yeah, that Dragapult, that Dragcloak needs to be taken care of immediately. Let's drop this. Yeah, we do it this way. We're going to do it again with that Dragcloak. We're going to get rid of this. We are going to flower selecting here. And we always PokéStop. We don't need any more Buddy-Buddies. We are currently sitting at 6, so we need to Rescue Board here, and we need to retreat into Comfey. Attach Water Energy, flower selecting. Shit.
Watch your profanity.
We have 1 Colress in prize. We have 2 in hand. We used 1. I don't think we need the Pal Pad right now. I think we take Iron Bundle. We Super Rod here. We get 1, 2, and 3 back. We Mirage Gate, Water, and Grass. Water and Grass. We switch here, and they'll concede. They'll concede because they knew that Dragapult was coming down. And there you go. Lost box. Buddy, I'm sorry to see you go. I should have played you a lot sooner, honestly. This is a really fun deck, and I'm going to be sad when it leaves. I don't know that I would want this thing to be changed. If I could change it, though, I could very easily see Wellspring Ogerpon being in here. Another potential 2-prize attacker. So Wellspring could do pretty good in here, especially with our energy the way it is, and it would be a Terra Pokemon, so could help us if we needed to, say, have another Terra Pokemon for their Area 0 Underdepths, should they play one. What would I change in here? I just want one more boss. Honestly, the Wellspring is an option, but I really want to see one more boss. There's a couple times where I really wish I had that boss in the deck, or I could have found the boss off of a flower selecting. So I honestly get rid of one Lost Vacuum and put in another boss. I could even see getting rid of one of the Pokestops for another boss if you don't want to change your item counts. Yeah, at this point, I would just like to see one more boss. Very minimum. If I were to change anything, that would be what it is. But also, potentially another, so like a Pokestop and a Lost Vacuum to put the boss and Wellspring Ogerpon in here, because I think that could be pretty decent. Would I take this to a cup or a challenge? While it's still in standard format, yes, I would. As long as Regidrago isn't really going to be heavily played. Regidrago really beats the crap out of this deck. Even Dragapult really beats up this deck. So be careful, know what your local metas are.
Definitely didn't say that stuff right.
Not metals. Look, no. So be careful, know what your local metas are. And if you're not seeing a lot of Dragapult / Regidrago, I would absolutely play this in a cup or a challenge. This is a really good deck. Would I take this to regional? No. No, I wouldn't. Mainly because Regidrago and Dragapult are guaranteed to be there. And if you get one of those matchups, Dragapult's not an automatic KO. It's not an automatic loss. But it really does hurt this deck a lot. And either you can keep their Dreepies from evolving, or you're gonna have a hard time. It's not unbeatable, as you saw, but also it's gonna be a bad time if they do get up and running and you can't really deal with their Dragapult. Anyway, if you would, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and do all the things that help me continue to do this. Lost Zone, go off into that brave night, will you please, because I should have been playing you more. Genuinely, I should have been playing you more. This is a very good deck. And with that, have fun, stay safe, I love you, bye.